Hello.
Oh, yo. Okay, so I just finished this build. I recorded the whole process. I've already done the template and everything. The footage is in the Google Drive. I need you to edit this and I need it tomorrow.
Okay, I mean, I can't do tomorrow, but I could probably. Okay. What now? What the hell? Hello? Really?
Oh, Ryan can do something fun with that. Hey guys, it's Asher from Asher Warrior Props, and today we are going to be tackling Lautrec of Kareem's helmet. This I have made several times over the years, and it's one of my favorite ones to put together. It's relatively super easy, and it's an iconic character, and it's a nice one to have on the wall when it's not in my hands. Yeah, so we're gonna build Lautrec of Kareem's helmet. We're just gonna admire the really nice hyper-realistic finish. To kick things off, this build is 100% handmade using HD foam. This is entirely 4mm HD foam here. So you can head over to Blick Art Materials with the link in the description and go get you some 4mm HD foam. I also used some Centroplastic for the crown here, but you can still use foam if you want. I just had Centra that I wanted to use. So for starters, you can go ahead and find a free PDF template in the link in the description. It'll take you over to my website. It's a 100% free PDF template, so you can download it and print it off. To print that template off, you're going to use 8.5 by 11 in poster mode using Adobe Acrobat. Once you've got that printed off, we can then go ahead and start cutting. I'm not gonna show all of me cutting the template out of paper and then also out of foam because this is a relatively straightforward build. Let's do this, Hoopascotch. We're gonna start with the dome. Once again, the dome is going to be 100% 4mm HD foam and there's no fancy angles on the cuts. Once you cut all those pieces out, you can then start by laying out pieces 1 and 2 on the dome, 3 and 4, and then we can start gluing them. To glue this, the entire build is going to be barge contact cement, just to make things easy and straightforward. Once you've got your dome pieces cut out to assemble them, once again, we're using barge contact cement. I like to start in the order of 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then once those are together on either side, then we're gonna do 3 and 2 together, and then meet them all in the center like so. Now, this does not have anything covering the seams. As you can see, I worked really hard to make sure you could not see the seams on this build. So it's important to work slowly and, later when we do cleanup, you can also do some Dremel or sanding work. Once your two halves of the dome together, porky pig, you then have your dome. We can then move on to the faceplate. Now the faceplate is, once again, relatively straightforward. It's just this piece you see here. I like to start by cutting this out of our 4mm HD foam and going ahead and punching out the circles that are along the faceplate. This is most easily done with a set of punches that you can just hammer and then pop those bad boys out. The only fancy thing about the faceplate is to remember that one side of the faceplate on the swoop is going to be cut at an undercut, a 45-degree angle. Once you've got the holes cut and the faceplate general shape cut out, you can then glue those two halves together using barge contact cement. Moving on after the faceplate, we're going to set that to the side. We're then going to talk about the back piece here. Now, when you look at it, you see it's got all these cut lines on there. Those are not a bunch of individually cut pieces. Those are score lines. So what I'm going to do is cut out my back plate shape. There are two halves of the back plate here. So what you can do is go ahead and cut those and glue them together in the back. And the reason it's two pieces is because there's a light curve here. So once you've glued the two backplate pieces together, we can then go into scoring. Now, the easiest way to score something is to take if you have a hobby knife, one that slides, slide it so the tip is just barely out, and score each and every one of these lines like so. Once all those lines have been lightly scored, we can then take a heat gun to it, and what this is going to do is expand, well, no, it's technically going to, is it going to shrink or expand? It's going to make the lines pop. It's also going to heat seal that surface of the foam for a smoother finish later. Once you've got all your score lines done, we can then start attaching our details. We're going to start by cutting some 4mm triangle dowels. Now, you can also buy triangle dowels out there, or if you have a bevel tool, you can simply cut them yourself. I then take those triangle dowels and space them evenly along the back plate like so, and I attach them using Starbond medium CA glue. Once all three of your triangle dowels are on there, we can then add these little rectangle pieces. These are done out of 2mm HD foam, and they are going to go about where they're marked, you know, like here or on the template. Once those plates are on there, you can then add some decorative rivets like so. And again, I don't really know what the purpose of them are. I'm just following and copying the design in the game. Once you've got that back plate finished, we're then going to go back to the dome and we're going to attach what I'm calling the headband. The headband, once again, is made out of 4mm HD foam. Cut that out and simply glue it along the base of the dome. Now, it should slightly overlap the dome. It's not going to be flush cut. So give yourself about a 4mm glue space on the bottom of the dome to wrap that headband around. Moving on, we're then going to talk about the pieces that are going to help hold the shape. Now, so the faceplate, there's a piece called the faceplate form. We're going to cut that out of 4mm HD foam and attach it to the inside bottom of the faceplate using barge contact cement. What this is going to do is essentially just make sure it holds that shape in place, and it's there in the game. It's a solid piece. It's not like a floating or like a hollow faceplate. Next, we're going to go on to the neck. The neck is this piece along here. Now, in other recreations I've seen of this, I see a lot of people ignore the neck, and I did for the longest time as well. But for this iteration of my build, I was like, you know what, let's add the neck piece. And the neck is super straightforward. We're going to copy our technique that we used on the back plate by scoring a bunch of lines, heating them to expand them, and then adding a 4mm triangle dowel around the base of the neck piece. We can then attach the face plate to the neck, like so. It's going to attach in the front center and wrap around until you run out of room right here. You can attach that with either barge contact cement or Starbond medium CA glue. I then like to add a couple of small pieces of 2mm HD foam on the seams of that neck piece. And this is just going to make sure nothing comes apart later. Once that's done, we're then going to go over to the back plate and we're going to cut out the piece that is called the back form. This is going to essentially act like the faceplate form, but it is going to hold our back plate in shape, like so. It's the C shape you see back here. Go ahead and cut that out and attach it to the bottom base of the back plate, so on the inside edge, using barge contact cement. Once that's done, we can then attach our back plate and dome to the main build, or just pull them all together. Once again, everything is going to be held together with either Starbond medium CA glue or barge contact cement. Everything should attach like so, and then we can move on to the next piece. Next, we are going to cut out the crown or spikes here. I don't know if I got clips. I think I did, but I don't remember if I did. I legitimately recorded this months ago. So anyway, the crown pieces here, these can be cut out of Sintra plastic or 4mm HD foam and then heated to be given a slight bend. I also like to cut a 45-degree angle at the base of each of the crown pieces, and this is just going to help it have that flare that it does in the game. Before we attach it, I then like to add some decorative leather rivets across the crown pieces here. There's 3 on each. Once those are on there, we can then attach the crown pieces to the dome. Now, it's relatively straightforward. The crown pieces are going to go on, starting with the tallest in the front and the shortest in the back. The spacing here is kind of an eyeball game. You can use this for reference. Once that's done, we can then go ahead and add damage. Now, Lautrec's build is a pretty. If you've ever taken the time to like zoom in on his armor, it's a pretty beat up piece. So I liked to go with my wood burner or my Dremel, and just use kind of various heads and inserts to create some pitting, some damage areas, some texture, some deeper cuts and whatever, all throughout the helmet. Once you're satisfied with your damage, we are then pretty much done. Let's have some admiration for our boy here. I know I'm going to get asked, where is the painting tutorial? Because I am very, very proud of this. I think it's one of the more realistic Lautrec helmets. The paint tutorial, there is a short I actually recorded, and if I've got the footage, I will produce a paint tutorial. If I don't still have the footage in wide format, the YouTube short is just gonna have to do for now. I apologize about that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed our fun little intro. We wanna try to do some more fun stuff like that just because we're a bunch of goofballs around here. So we wanna just kind of bring that to the forefront a little bit as well. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Leave a like if you did, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun stuff. If you're new around here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. I am very inconsistent, and I can't think of anything else to say. Let me know what you want to see next. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I think I'm being redundant at this point. I'm gonna go do something else now. Yeah.